Saudi Air Force has downed 2 Iraqi planes headed for the Gulf to attack Allied ships.
Bandit. The first target destroyed.
The F-15 pilots brought back footage from their cockpit cameras to show their skills. 1 Iraqi jet escaped. In Israel, German Foreign Minister Hans Genscher offered to help pay for some of the damage caused by Iraqi Scud missile attacks. His visit reopened some old wounds in the Jewish state. And for the first time, pictures from Iraq show the human toll the war is taking there. Iraqi television showed civilian casualties it claimed were caused by the relentless Allied bombing. Archaeologists are concerned that many sites of historic importance in Iraq may be lost forever because of the war. It's ironic that the country the Allies are fighting so bitterly is the country regarded as the cradle of civilization.
From space, it looks exactly as it looked 6,000 years ago. Yet just at the bottom of this picture, where Iraq today is under siege, is where it all began, the cradle of civilization. Iraq is the land of our Bible. The Garden of Eden was here, and the birthplace of Abraham, and the Tower of Babel. Sumer split into 2 empires. In the south, mighty Babylon. Yet even as the light was dawning, the darkness of the caves lingered. Again and again, Iraq's rivers would run red with blood. 2,700 years ago, King Nebuchadnezzar overwhelmed Jerusalem, carried the Jews into their Babylonian captivity, hurled them into fiery furnaces. Saddam Hussein likes to identify with Nebuchadnezzar. In the north, the Assyrians, even more bloody, famous for cruelty. They carved their atrocities in stone. Assur-Nasirpal boasted, "I flayed all the chief men and covered a pillar with their skins, and I cut off the limbs of the officers." Saddam Hussein's rhetoric has a long pedigree, and so does its savagery. 13 centuries ago, a new prophet called Muhammad and a new religion called Islam swept out of Arabia and across much of the world. And always more blood, slaughter and counter-slaughter as the Arabs pushed out into the Christian world and the Crusaders pushed back into a promised land that had been promised to too many people. The next conqueror, Suleiman the Magnificent, the Ottoman Empire stamping out the light of Arab culture and imposing a new, brutal dark age, 4 centuries long. After World War I, the victorious British and French imposed their own rule, carving up Arabia with arbitrary lines in the sand that still stand today, with one important addition. From space, it appears nothing has changed, and in a sense, that is true. Down below, in a place called Iraq, the story of civilization continues.